Hello everyone, today we are going to see the isometric projection for this object. Now the front view and top view of the object is given. The position of origin is also given on the left hand side of the object. So the whole orientation of the object is towards the right side of the origin, and this O is below in top view. So the width of the object is towards right side of this origin. So now before starting with this problem, first we'll be finding out its height, width and length. So from this figure we can get that the height of object is 50 mm and the length of object is 100 mm and the width of object is given as 50 mm. So first we're going to draw the block of length 100, width 50 and height 50. So here I have drawn the block which is having the 100 mm as a length, 50 mm as a width and 50 mm as a height. So this block first I have completed. So from this figure in front view we can see that the object is having a L shape. In this L shape object there is a semicircular slot. From the top view we can get that semicircle is there, and in front view the hidden line is shown. So this hidden line implicates that this semicircular slot is a through slot, and there is a slot, the vase shaped slot is there on the base side, and there is a rib. How we can judge that this is the rib? Because in top view these two lines are given which shows it as a rib, and for this wedge shaped slot there are 4 hidden lines in top view. So first we'll complete the L shape. So for completing the L shape, here I have already completed the block. For showing the L shape, from the figure we can get this much length is 30 mm. Okay, so here I will be drawing the length of 30 mm over here. This height I have shown by a straight line. Then from here I have drawn one of the vertical line, because see from front view we can get that this much width is 20. So from here also I have taken 20 mm distance, and then I have drawn the inclined line and this L shape. For this bottom face I will not dark this line because I need to show the vase shape over here. Then from here to here again I have taken the 30 mm distance, and then I have completed this L shape. Okay, here again I will be showing the complete L. This much width is I have taken as 50. So I will not show this inclined line. That line I will show after showing the rib. So for showing the rib, from the figure we can get that the rib is 20 mm from one of the sides. So from here I have taken 20 mm distance. From here again I have taken 20 mm distance, and this line I have joined as an inclined line because the rib is joining starting at the 20 mm distance from both the ends. So this rib is shown. Then at 10 mm distance from at 5 mm distance from here I have shown the center line. The rib is having a width of 10 mm. So from here at 5 mm distance I have drawn one more line. Here the rib is shown, and then I will complete the end. For showing the completion of rib, from the end point of this rib I will draw line parallel to this x-axis. This line is parallel to x-axis. Previously we have seen this is x-axis, y-axis, and this is nothing but the z-axis. Okay, so the rib is completed. L shape that we have completed. The only two things which are remaining in this object are the semicircular slot and the vase shape slot at the bottom. For showing the vase shape slot at the bottom, this vase shape slot is having a 30 mm gap at the bottom, and it is inclined at 45 degrees. So in isometric view, the angle that we cannot show directly. So for that purpose, what we need to do is, on one of the side we have to draw the wedge separately. Here I have marked one point, then I will mark another point at a distance of 30 mm. I have joined it. From both the sides I have drawn a line at an angle of 45 degrees, and then at 10 mm distance I have drawn a parallel line. This much distance I have taken as 10 mm. Okay, so then I will divide it symmetrically. So this much distance is nothing but the 15 mm distance. This is also a 15 and 15, and whatever this distance come in dimension, the same distance will going to mark over here. This wedge is starting at the distance of 20 mm from one of the side. So from here at 20 mm distance I have marked the point. This 20 mm distance I have marked. From here at 30 mm distance I will mark the another point of wedge. This much line I have shown as a darker one. Okay. Then from here the center line that I will going to mark. This is the center line. Then I have drawn one line at the distance of 10 mm parallel to this x-axis. So this much distance I have taken as 10 mm. Then the distance which I have shown over here in wedge, that much distance I will take in rounder. From this point I will mark one point over here. From the same point I will mark the point on another side, and then I will complete the wedge. So this wedge shape is completed. For showing the completion of the wedge, the through wedge, from here I will draw a line parallel to y-axis. Okay, so wedge shape is completed. Now the only thing remaining is the semicircle. This semicircle is having a radius of 15 mm. So from this point, this much distance is 50. So at the distance of 25 mm, so this much distance is 25. So from symmetric to this I have drawn a center line. This is the center line which I have drawn from the 25 mm. Radius is 15 mm. So on both sides of this symmetric line I have drawn a point at a distance of 25, means this much distance is nothing but 30. So we have already seen the process of drawing the semicircle in last video. So from here I have drawn two lines which are parallel to this x-axis. On the same line I will mark the 15 mm distance on both sides of this line, here as well as here, and then I will complete this rectangle for showing the circle. Okay, from the bigger angle I will going to join the midpoints of the opposite side. So you always have to remember that this process you have to do from bigger angle. This is one of the center for drawing the semicircle, and this is the second center. This is center number 1, this is center number 2. So I will take this first point as a center, and first point to this corner as a radius I will draw a semicircle. For completing this half portion of the semicircle, this second point is a center, and up to the second end as a radius I have drawn the another semicircle. Then I need to show the semicircle on downward direction as well. So this first point that I am going to transmit downwards. I will going to draw a vertical line through this first point. So this vertical line I have drawn downward, as the height of object is 50 mm. So from first point I will take the distance of 50 mm in rounder. So I have marked this as a center. From here I have drawn a straight vertical line from here as well as from here, because these are the edges of that semicircular slot. So these two lines I have drawn straight away downward. Then from this first point, this will be the center, I will complete the arc on this side. Okay, so this half arc is hidden, so there is no need to show the half arc which is on the back side. Slightly this line gets tilted, so I will just correct it. Okay, so this line I have drawn. Then I will going to darken this portion. Okay, so likewise the whole object is completed.